That's it.
Yeah.
So the other thing I want to talk about is the Nancy Pelosi saying that Trump is not worth impeaching because it's too divisive.
What do you think of that? I mean,
me personally, I'm with Comey. Comey made a comment where he says, you know what, we shouldn't let the American people off the hook. No, we shouldn't impeach him.
Right.
I think the voters need to vote him out on the next election and really let their voices be heard.
Well, the noose is coming down.
You understand?
Yeah.
I think that hope maybe by that time, I think we'll still have a democratic government or maybe a authoritarian government. I don't know, because he's demolishing the government slowly as we go, and more people are aligning themselves with him. So he is kind of corroding our democracy.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Because as it's corroding, you have outside sources that really don't like us, don't appreciate us. It's like a bone, picked on until you see the white, like meat, and that's it. Let's go.
Let's go for it. Get the whatever's left.
Now, if you look at Putin, he's showing off his missile that can go, what is it? Supersonic speed.
Supersonic, man.
So, I mean, where are we?
I'll tell you where we are. You notice that Trump doesn't talk about Putin.
No, he doesn't.
And this whole Venezuela thing, right? Because Putin supports Venezuela, the Maduro.
Oh, is that
Plátano Maduro?
Is that ripe? It's called Maduro's ripe, right?
Ripe in English, yeah. Maduro,
ripe bananas.
Ripe bananas, right?
Okay.
But yeah, and you notice Trump doesn't really hit Venezuela like he's supposed to hit Venezuela.
No, his concerns are the minimal, microscopic things.
Yeah, it's optics. He'll do a little speech here, a little announcement there with Pompeo and stuff, but they're really not doing anything concrete. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's because he's scared of Putin. Putin is telling him, hey, no, Putin already warned him. And, here's the thing, that when anybody warns Trump, of course, if it's the CIA or the FBI, well, blah, blah, blah. Putin says to him, hey, you better not get involved or you're going to have consequences, as he did tell them. Trump is quiet.
Very quiet.
That's because Putin is the puppy.
He's the puppy of the land.
Putin is Trump's little puppy chulo.
Yeah,
Putin, right? You're so strong. He's strong. He's not really strong.
You're like a bull.
Yes, look at you.
I love it.
Trumpy, give me a drink.
You say yes.
Yes, no problem.
Like, give him the best.
Trumpy.
I think.
Yo, did you see that commercial with? Did you see that commercial with the Trumpy beard?
Oh, that was ridiculous.
That's crazy, right? We're gonna come out with our own dog called the what is it? The Captain Diaper Pants or something. That's all he does. He's just a big old crybaby. Seriously,
he is with a big rattle.
He's just a spoiled brat. Seriously.
Well, part of being a narcissist is that, it's like you're devoid of feeling, you're devoid of being human. It's almost like a sociopathic attitude that he has, as well as psychopathic, believe it or not.
Well, he has them all, baby. He has them all. Well, look,
he has personality borderline disorder and all that. I mean, you can keep going with a diagnosis, and he's been diagnosed actually through television. How he speaks and everything, and psychiatrists have come with overwhelming ratings saying this guy, he's a sociopath. That's what they're saying.
I say Trump, he's a genius. He says he's a genius. Release your school records. Let us see what genius you are.
I use the best words.
You use the best words. Yes, you do.
Yeah, words that kill you.
Nah, please. But I say release it. He's not a genius. He's a dumbass. Because we need to see the proof. I need to see the proof. Show me the proof, man. Trump, show us how smart you are. Let us see your IQ test from high school. He had Cohen hide his high school records, and he's a bragger in chief. Why wouldn't he brag about it if he's so smart?
But he's saying, let's see his certificate. Let's see his certificate.
I know. Let's see your school grades, Trump. Let's see what a genius you are. We challenged you. Release the grades. parades.
What about Obama when he speaks? Very articulate, right? Very articulate when he speaks. You see, what do you see?
Listen, when Trump speaks, all I hear is caca.
Yeah, caca-doo-doo. Yeah.
That's all I hear. Caca. Nothing, productive. Nothing concrete.
For the people.
It's all BS.
Yeah.
And people believe him. He's got his whole conservative party that just believes anything he says.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to move them because they are so ingrained in hatred that this is the Messiah of the Republican Party.
I know. They love him.
He's the Messiah. He's Jesus to them.
I love my man. I love what he's doing for this country. And it's so outlandish when they speak because here it is. If you think of all the things he's said, all the things he's done, how he's secluding us from the world, we're becoming a hermit country little by little, believe it or not. But I know there are people that will fight verbally. We'll fight up in Washington for our rights. And that's the saddest part is that the awakening is happening now.
Let's hope it's an awakening. Let's hope everybody wakes up and votes. And let these young people get involved and vote and let their voices be heard around the world and say enough is enough. We need the devil out of the White House and let's bring peace back into this nation.
Ooh, that was preaching. Huh?
All right, man. Let me not get it.
Oh, no. Yeah. Two black women making money. Wait a minute, my neck going.
All right, so now we're going to the flipboard and let's flip it and see what's going on in the world today, baby. Yeah. Let's go and read through it.
Outcry over Trump's cost cuts for Medicare, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, Trump is cutting Medicare. The Republicans believe him.
Oh, look at our friend there.
Here it is. Adam Schiff. Evidence available already shows that Trump should be indicted.
Wow.
Evidence available already shows that Trump should be indicted.
So?
Well, this is what the Republican argument is. Those were crimes before he became president. They shouldn't count.
That's what.
I mean, I don't get that. I don't think that's correct crazy. Because if anybody in Congress, right, committed any crime before they became congressman, right?
Right.
Well, they didn't disclose that. So, in full disclosure, I'm sure in some kind of federal form he filled out. It's got to say, did you commit any crimes in the last 5 years? As they even when they ask me just to get a mailman job
or doctoring documents.
You understand what I mean? So he should. It should count, but the Republicans feel it shouldn't count once he becomes president. Wow. In other words, crime should be forgiven.
I wish everything in life was like that, right? I mean, you have people out here that are. Criminalized for doing something in the past, but yet they want to change their lives, but they're being judged.
Exactly.
So why
in other words, you got to be rich, you got to be white and privileged, and become the president to be forgiven of all crimes.
And have a rattle in your hand.
And have a rattle, a little silver spoon where Mitch McConnell can feed you. Well, let's see what that happens. Trump says that the Jews are leaving the Democratic Party.
Wow.
I don't believe that's true, but Trump has his own statistics and his own.
See, these are the men and women that I respect so much. They go out there, especially also the forces, the fire department, military, police officers, and you can count them on, even Coast Guard, right? They go out there because they're patriots. They want to save lives, Come on, do what you got to do. What you said you would do for the veterans, is he doing it?
Not really.
Exactly.
He's getting all the people who have no experience in running the VA.
Because I know someone. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's getting people that have no experience running the VA. So they haven't done anything because they've never run anything that large.
Right. It's like
then the person that he got before was caught doing some unscrupulous things. Look, I don't understand. All the people that he's got has quit over some kind of a controversy, over some kind of malpractice of the funds and taxpayer money, or you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And I don't understand why people just can't see that.
They've been indicted, they've been jailed,
or they've been quit.
It's because my first little pancake, second little pancake. It's like,
and I'm like, how much do you need to see that this is a corrupted White House?
I mean,
how much more do you need to see? And they'll say, Fox News and the Republicans will say, oh, but those were not the White House doing, those were his friends or the people they selected. But didn't he say he know all the best people?
Yeah.
Didn't he say he know all the best people?
All the best people, the best words, the best this, the best that.
Nobody knows more about anything more than me.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but now he doesn't know anything.
You know, that's a grandioso, like they be saying, delusions of grandeur.
The guy is
yes,
pure crap.
Wow, look at that, man.
Federal appeals court upholds Ohio ban on Planned Parenthood funding.
Oh, you gotta admit they're fighting, though, right?
They're fighting. I mean, look, the assault on Planned Parenthood over.
Oh, it's very.
The Republicans have had this history for a long time, so that's not Trump's. Actually, that's not even Trump's doing. That's already been in existence for a while, so we can't blame him for that. You know what I mean?
Remember when they closed some down? You know, they actually closed some Parenthood.
Yeah, I mean, that has been the mantra of the Republican Party, the Conservative Party. Right. They totally disagree with Planned Parenthood. They don't think people should have contraceptives. They don't think the government should fund anything.
They even went so far as I believe it was either staged or perception. Again, changing our perception that they actually give the babies. What is it? What was it? I forgot. I'm sorry.
I have no clue.
It has no. I know. There's a word for it, and I can't find it. It's okay. Next time we're gonna
when you remember.